Hello everyone, I'm Sania Sadaf and welcome back to our AWS Associates Developer Series. In the last video, we explored how to deploy your applications using Elastic Beanstalk, ECS, and Code Deploy. Today, we are focusing on one of the most essential skills as a cloud developer, writing code that talks to AWS services. First, we'll learn why we use SDKs. The AWS SDKs make it easy for developers to interact with cloud services directly from their code. Whether you're working in Python, JavaScript, Java, or Go, SDKs help simplify the complexity of AWS APIs. They take care of request sign-in, retries, error handling, and more, so you can focus on the building. Common use cases. Developers use SDKs every day to upload files to S3, write data to DynamoDB, and send messages through SNS and SQS. They also use it for triggering Lambda functions. These aren't just backend tabs, they're the backbone of real time cloud apps. If you can write code that uses these services, you're ready to build production grade cloud software. Working with SDKs. Working with SDKs start by installing the package for your language, like Bo23 for Python. Then you initialize a client and start making API calls. It's incredibly flexible and you can integrate into scripts, backend apps, serverless functions, or even CI or CD pipelines. IAM and credentials. Security is key. Never hardcode your credentials into your code. Instead, use IAM roles for EC2, Lambda, or containers. Locally, stick to environment variables or AWS profiles. This keeps your applications safe and compliant with AWS best practices. Error handling and retries. When making API calls, expect things to fail sometimes. Network timeouts, service limits, and permission errors. That's why it's important to wrap your API calls in proper error handling blocks and implement retry logic with exponential backoff. This builds resiliency into your app and helps you avoid service disruptions. Security best practices. A few quick tips. Always grant the least amount of permissions needed for your app to run. It is called the principle of least privilege. And rotate any long term credentials regularly. And use encryption whenever you're storing sensitive data. Even if your code works, it's not production ready until it's secure. Want to go deeper into this topic? Explore the AWS SDK documentation for your language. It has guides, tutorials, and API references. Check out sample projects on GitHub and use AWS Cloud Shell or the free tier to practice your skills without needing to install anything locally. The more you experiment, the more confident you'll be. That's it for this video on writing code for AWS services. In the next episode, we'll focus on authentication and authorization, including IAM, temporary credentials, and Cognito. Thank you for watching, and this is Sania. I'll see you in the next video.